तो ये है रिप्रोडक्टिव ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन। इसमें जो शॉर्ट नोट्स में पहले देख लेते हैं कि इनविन एफ के लेवल को डाउन करके, क्योंकि फॉलिकल के डेवलपमेंट को रोकता है। सिनगैमी होता है, फिर प्लाज्मोगैमी, फिर कैरियोगैमी, उसके बाद फिर एम्फीमिक्सिस होता है। तो पहले सिनगैमी होगा, फिर प्लाज्मोगैमी होगा, फिर कैरियोगैमी होगा और फिर एम्फीमिक्सिस होगा। प्लेसेंटा है जो डिफिडा बेफेलिस से है जो बनता है। अब बात करते हैं ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन में। तो ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन में है कि as you are aware, humans are sexually reproducing and viviparous. The reproductive events in the human include formation of the gametes, gametogenesis, of sperms in the male and ovum in the female, transfer of the sperms into the female genital tract, insemination, and the fusion of the male and the female gamete fertilization, leading to the formation of the zygote. This is followed by the formation and the development of the blastocyst and its attachment to the uterine ball, implantation, embryonic development, gestation, and the delivery of the baby, parturition. You have learned that these reproductive events occur after puberty. There are remarkable differences between the reproductive events in the male and in the female. For example, sperm formation continues even in the old man, but formation of the ovum ceases in the woman around the age of the 50 years. Let us examine the male and the female reproductive system in the human. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of the testes along with the accessory ducts, glands, and the external genitalia. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity with a pouch called the scrotum. The scrotum helps in maintaining the low temperature of the testis to 2.5 degrees Celsius lower than the normal internal body temperature necessary for the spermatogenesis. In adults, each testis is oval in the shape with a length of about 4 to 5 cm and a width of about 2 to 3 cm. The testis is covered by a dense covering. Each testis has about 250 compartments called the testicular lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which sperms are produced. Each seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by the two types of the cell called the male germ cell, spermatogonia, and the Fertoli cells. The male germ cells undergo the meiotic divisions, finally leading to the sperm formation, while the Fertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cell. The region outside the seminiferous tubules called the interstitial space contains the small blood vessel and the interstitial cells or the Leydig cells. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called the androgens. Other immunological competent cells are also present. और यहाँ से क्वेश्चन बना था, तो इंटरस्टिशियल स्पेस में इंटरस्टिशियल सेल होगा और स्मॉल ब्लड वेसल होगा और इम्यूनोलॉजिकली कंपिटेंट सेल होंगे। इसके बाद फिर आता है कि द मेल एक्सेसरी डक्ट्स इंक्लूड The male accessory ducts include reti testis, vas efferentia, epidermis, and the vas deferens. The seminiferous tubules of the testis opens into the vas efferentia through the reti testis. The vas efferentia lifts the testis and open into the epidermis located along the posterior surface of the testis. The epidermis lifts the vas deferens that ascend to the abdomen and looks over the urinary bladder. It receives a duct from the seminal vesicle and opens into the urethra as the ejaculatory duct. These ducts store and transport the sperm from the testis to the outside through the urethra. The urethra originates from the urinary bladder and extends through the penis into the external opening called the urethral meatus. अब यहाँ पर दिए हुए है डायग्रामेटिक व्यू, सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ द मेल पेल्विस शोइंग द रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम, जिसमें दिखाए हुए यूरेटर, सेमिनल वेसिकल्स दिखाए हुए, फिर यूरिनरी ब्लैडर हो गया, vas deferens प्रोस्टेट हो गया, पेनिस हो गया, फिर यूरेथ्रा हो गया, उसके बाद फिर ग्लैंड्स पेनिस फोरस्किन दिखाया हुआ है, इधर टेस्टिस स्क्रोटम, और ये हो गया बल्बोइलेथ्रल ग्लैंड, फिर एनस रेक्टम, और इधर इजैकुलेटरी डक्ट है जो दिखाए हुए। अब इसके बाद फिर आता है डायग्रामेटिक व्यू ऑफ द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम, पार्ट ऑफ द टेस्टिस ओपन टू फर्दर इनर डिटेल्स। तो ये हो गया यूरेटर, vas डिफरेंस, एपिडेमिस, फिर vas एफरेंसिया, रिटी टेस्टिस जो कि जाल की तरह दिखता है, टेस्टिकुलर लोबल्स दिखाए हुए, फिर ग्लैंड्स पेनिस फोरस्किन, फिर टेस्टिस हो गया, यूरेथ्रा हो गया, फिर बल्बोलेथ्रल ग्लैंड जिसको कॉपर ग्लैंड भी कहते हैं, फिर प्रोस्टेट हो जाता है, सेमिनल वेसिकल और यूरिनरी ब्लैडर दिखाए हुए। अब इसके बाद फिर ये दिए हुए है डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ द सेमिनिफेरस ट्यूबुल, जिसमें हो गया इंटरस्टिशियल सेल्स, स्पर्मेटोगोनिया, स्पर्मेटोजोआ और फर्टोली सेल्स दिखाए हुए। फिर आता है कि द पेनिस इज द male external genitalia. It is made up of a special tissue that helps in the erection of the penis to facilitate the insemination. The enlarged end of the penis is called the glans penis and is covered by the loose fold of the skin called the foreskin. The male accessory gland includes the paired seminal vesicle, prostate, and the paired bulbourethral gland. Secretions of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is rich in the fructose, calcium, and the certain enzyme. The secretion of the bulbourethral gland also helps in the lubrication of the penis. इसको बाद बात करते हैं द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम की। तो the female reproductive system consist of a pair of the ovaries along with a pair of the oviducts, uterus, cervix, vagina, and the external genitalia located in the pelvic region. These parts of the system, along with a pair of the mammary glands, are integrated structurally and functionally to support the process of the ovulation, fertilization, pregnancy, birth, and the child care. Ovaries are the primary female sex organ that produce the female gamete, ovum, and the fable of steroid hormones, ovarian hormones. The ovaries are located on the each side of the lower abdomen. Each ovary is about 2 to 4 cm in the length and is connected to the pelvic wall by the uterus by ligament. Each ovary is covered by a thin epithelium which includes the ovarian stroma. The stroma is divided into two zones, the peripheral cortex and the inner medulla. तो यहाँ पर दिखाया हुआ सर्विक्स दिखाया हुआ है, ये हो गया रेक्टम, फिर वेजाना दिखा हुआ है, फिर एनस दिखा है उस तरफ, और इस तरफ है फिर ये यूटेरस है, यूनिब्लैडर, प्यूबिक सिम्फाइसिस इसको दिखाया है, प्यूबिक सिम्फाइसिस, प्यूरेथ्रा, फिर क्लैटोरिस दिखाया हुआ है इसको, और फिर लैबिया माइनोरा, फिर लैबिया मेजोरा, और फिर वाइजिनल ओरिफिस दिखाया हुआ है। तो यह है डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ द फीमेल पेल्विस शोइंग द रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम। अब नेक्स्ट है कि द ओविडक्ट्स, फैलोपियन ट्यूब, यूटेरस एंड द वाजाना कंस्टिट्यूट द फीमेल एक्सेसरी डक्ट्स। फीमेल एक्सेसरी डक्ट है। Each fallopian tube is about 10 to 12 cm long and extends from the periphery of each ovary to the uterus. The part closer to the ovary is the funnel-shaped infundibulum. The edges of the infundibulum possess finger-like projection called the femori, which help in the collection of the ovum after ovulation. The infundibulum leads to a wider part of the oviduct called the ampulla. The last part of the oviduct is thummus, has a narrow lumen and it joins the uterus. The uterus is single and it is also called the womb. The shape of the uterus is like inverted pear. It is supported by the ligaments attached to the pelvic wall. The uterus opens into a vagina through a narrow cervix. The cavity of the cervix is called the cervical canal, which along with the vagina form the birth canal. The ball of the uterus is a thin layer of the tissue, the external thin membrane perimetrium, middle thick layer of the smooth muscle myometrium, and the inner glandular layer called the endometrium that lines the uterine cavity. The endometrium undergoes cyclical changes during the menstrual cycle, while the myometrium exhibits a strong contraction during the delivery of the baby. The female external genitalia include the mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, and clitoris. Mons pubis is cushion of the fatty tissue located by the skin and the pubic hair. The labia majora are fleshy folds of the tissue which extend down from the mons pubis and surrounds the vaginal opening. The labia minora are the paired folds of the tissue under the labia majora. The opening of the vagina is often covered partially by a membrane called the hymen. The clitoris is tiny finger-like structure which lies at the upper junction of the two labia minora. Here is the urethral opening. The hymen is often torn down during the first quarter of intercourse. But it can also be broken by a sudden fall or the jolt. Insertion of a vaginal tampon, active participation in some sports like the horseback riding, cycling, etc. In some women, the hymen persists even after coitus. In fact, the absence of the hymen is not a reliable indicator of the virginity or the sexual experience. फिर यहाँ पर दिखा हुआ है डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम, जिसमें यूटेराइन कैविटी हो गया, यूटेराइन फंडस हो गया, इफ्थमस, एम्पुला, इनफंडिबुलम, ये फ्लैपियन ट्यूब हो जाता है, फिर ओवरी और फिमरई, सर्विक्स, सर्विकल कैनाल और वजाइना हो जाता है, फिर इंडोमेट्रियम और मायोमेट्रियम। इंडोमेट्रियम और मायोमेट्रियम थिक होता है जबकि पेरीमेट्रियम जो होता है वो थिन होता है। तो सर्विकल कैनाल प्लस वजाइना ये दोनों मिलकर बनाता है बर्थ कैनाल। पेरीमेट्रियम है जो थिन होता है, मायोमेट्रियम थिक होता है, इंडोमेट्रियम ग्लैंडुलर होता है, और मायोमेट्रियम है जो डिलीवरी में हेल्प करता है। अब यहाँ पर दिखा हुआ है डायग्रामेटिक व्यू ऑफ द मेमोरी ग्लैंड का दिखाया हुआ है। तो ये फैट इधर है, फिर मेमोरी लोब, इसके बाद मेमोरी एल्वोलस है, फिर मेमोरी डक्ट है, और एम्पुला दिखाया हुआ है, फिर उसके बाद लैक्टिफेरस डक्ट है, और फिर निप्पल, और इधर एरियोला दिखाया हुआ है, फिर रिब्स, मसल बिटवीन द रिब्स, और पेक्टोरलिस मेजर मसल दिखाया हुआ है। तो सबसे पहले एल्वोलाई से टिबुल में जाएगा, टिबुल से मेमोरी डक्ट में, मेमोरी डक्ट से एम्पुला में, एम्पुला से लैक्टिफेरस डक्ट से सकआउट कर लेगा, और कई टिबुल मिलकर डक्ट बनाते हैं। फिर एक मेमोरी डक्ट एक लोब से निकलेगा, तो अगर 15-20 लोब हैं तो 15 से 20 डक्ट होंगे। फिर 2-3 मेमोरी डक्ट फ्यूज होकर एम्पुला है जो बनाता है। तो इसमें है कि फंक्शनल मेमोरी ग्लैंड इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ ऑल द फीमेल mammals. The mammary gland are paired a structure brief that contains the glandular tissue and the variable amount of the fat. The glandular tissue of the each brief is divided into 15 to 20 mammary lobes containing a cluster of the cell called alveoli. The cells of the alveoli is secrete milk which is stored in the cavity of the lumen of the alveoli. The alveoli open into the mammary tubules. The tubules of the each lobe join to form the mammary duct. Several mammary ducts join to form a wider mammary ampulla which is connected to the lactiferous duct through the which milk is sucked out. अब इसका आगे फिर बात करते हैं गैमेटोजेनेसिस से। तो द प्राइमरी सेक्स ऑर्गन द टेस्टिस इन द मेल एंड द ओवरीज इन द फीमेल प्रोड्यूस द gamete, the sperms and the ovum respectively, by the process called gametogenesis. In testis, the immature male germ cells spermatogonia produce the sperm by the spermatogenesis that begins at the puberty. The spermatogonia, singular spermatogonium, present on the inner side wall of the seminiferous tubule, multiply by the mitotic division and increase in the number. Each spermatogonia is divided, diploid, and contains 46 chromosomes. Some of the spermatogonia called the primary spermatocyte periodically undergoes meiosis. A primary spermatocyte completes the first meiotic division, the reduction division, leading to the formation of the two equal haploid cells called the secondary spermatocyte, which have only 23 chromosomes each. The secondary spermatocyte undergoes the second meiotic division to produce the four equal haploid spermatid. What would be the number of the chromosomes in the spermatids? The spermatids are transformed into the spermatozoa of sperms by the process called the spermiogenesis. After spermiogenesis, sperm heads become embedded in the Sertoli cells and are finally released from the seminiferous tubule by the process called the aspermiation. 2022 का सवाल ये वाला था, दिए हुए था. अब इसके बाद फिर आता है कि spermatogenesis starts at the age of the puberty due to the significant increase in the secretion of the gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH. Thus, if you recall, hypothalamic hormone. The increased level of the GnRH then acts as another pituitary gland and stimulates the secretion of the two gonadotropins, the LH and the follicle stimulating hormone FSH. LH acts on the Leydig eggs and stimulates the synthesis of and the secretion of the androgen. Androgen in turn stimulates the process of the spermatogenesis. FSH acts on the Sertoli cell and stimulates the secretion and of the some factors which help in the process of the spermiogenesis. अब यहाँ पर दिखाया हुआ है डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शनल व्यू ऑफ द सेमिनिफरस ट्यूबुल इनलार्जेड का दिखाया हुआ है. तो ये हो गया स्पर्मेटोजोआ, स्पर्मेटिड, सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट एन, प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोसाइट 2n, फिर सर्टोली सेल्स दिखाए हुए हैं और स्पर्मेटोगोनियम दिखाया हुआ है. तो स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस, स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस और फिर होता है स्पर्मिएशन. तो पहले स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस होगा, उसके बाद फिर होगा स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस और फिर होगा स्पर्मिएशन. स्पर्मेटिड से स्पर्मेटोजोआ बनने के जो प्रोसेस उसको कहते हैं स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस. एफएसएच है जो स्पर्मियोजेनेसिस को कराता है. फिर आता है कि लेटेस्ट एग्जामिन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ a sperm. It is a microscopic structure है composed of the head, neck and the middle piece and a tail. A plasma membrane envelops the whole body of the sperm. The sperm head contains an elongated haploid nucleus, the anterior portion of which is covered by the cap-like structure acrosome. The acrosome is filled with the enzymes that help fertilization of the ovum. The middle piece possesses the numerous mitochondria which produce the energy for the movement of the tail that facilitates the sperm motility, essential for the fertilization. The human male ejaculates about 2 to 13 million sperm during a coitus, of which for normal fertility at least 50% of the sperm must have the normal shape and the size and at least 40% of them must for the vigorous motility. फिर इसके बाद कहता है कि sperm released from the seminiferous tubules are transported by the accessory ducts. Secretion of the epidermis, pus, seminal vesicle and the prostate are essential for the maturation and the motility of the sperm. The seminal plasma along with the sperm constitute the semen. The function of the male sex accessory duct and the glands are maintained by the testicular hormone called the androgens. The process of the formation of a mature female gamete is called the oogenesis, which is markedly different from the spermatogenesis. Oogenesis is initiated during the embryonic development stage when a couple of the millions of the gametes, यानी कि असली में 7 मिलियन था gametes, couple of the million of the gamete mother cell oogonia are formed within each fetal ovary. No more oogonia are formed and added after the birth. These cells start division and enter into the prophase 1 of the meiotic division and get temporarily arrested at that stage, called the primary oocytes. Each primary oocyte then gets surrounded by a यानी सिंगल ए लिखा यानी कि सिंगल लेयर ऑफ द ग्रानुलोसा सेल एंड इज कॉल्ड द प्राइमरी फॉलिकल. A large number of these follicles degenerate during the phase from birth to the puberty. Therefore, at the puberty, only 40 or 50 primary follicles are left in each ovary. The primary follicle gets surrounded by the more layers of the granulosa cells of a new theca and are called the secondary follicles. इसका अभी प्राइमरी oocyte ही अटका है. फिर आता है कि the secondary follicle soon transform into tertiary follicle, which is characterized by a fluid-filled cavity on the antrum. The theca layer is organized into the inner theca layer, inner theca interna and the outer theca externa. It is important to draw your attention that it is at this stage that the primary oocyte within the tertiary follicle grows in the size and completes its first meiotic division. It is an unequal division resulting in the formation of a large haploid secondary oocyte and a tiny first polar body. The secondary oocyte retain bulk of the nutrient-rich cytoplasm of the primary oocyte. Can you think of any advantage for this, that the first polar body born out of the first meiotic division divide further or degenerate? At present, we are not very certain about this. The tertiary follicle further change into the mature follicle or the Graafian follicle. The secondary oophate form a new membrane called the zona pellucida जो कि acellular होता है. Surrounding it, the Graafian follicle now ruptures to release the secondary oophate ovum from the ovary by the process called ovulation. Can we identify the major difference between the spermatogenesis and the oogenesis? A diagrammatic representation of the spermatogenesis and oogenesis is given below. फिर उसके बाद फिर आता है स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द स्पर्म दिए हुए है. इसमें ये दिखाया हुआ है प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, एक्रोजोम, न्यूक्लियस कंटेनिंग द क्रोमोसोमल मटेरियल, नेक दिखाया हुआ है, फिर मिडिल पीस, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया, एनर्जी सोर्स फॉर द स्विमिंग, टेल दिखाया हुआ है, और इधर फिर हेड इसका आ गया. तो सेक्रेशन ऑफ द एपिडर्मिस हाफ डिफाइंड सेमिनल वेसिकल और प्रोस्टेट और इसेंशियल फॉर द मैच्योरेशन ऑफ द मैच्योरेशन एंड मोटिलिटी ऑफ द स्पर्म. तो एपिडर्मिस हाफ डिफाइंड सेमिनल वेसिकल और प्रोस्टेट का सेक्रेशन है जो मैच्योरेशन और मोटिलिटी ऑफ द स्पर्म के लिए इसेंशियल होता है. प्राइमोडियल और प्राइमरी दोनों में सिंगल लेयर ऑफ द ग्रेविनेफर सेल होगा. मदर के यूटेरस में ही एम्ब्रियो के अंदर oogonia डिप्लोटिन में आकर अरेस्ट हो जाता है यानी प्रोफेज 1 में. फिर पुबर्टी आने पर प्रोफेज 1 कंप्लीट होता है और फर्स्ट पोलर बॉडी प्लस सेकेंडरी oophate बनता है टर्शरी फॉलिकल में, लेकिन ये सेकेंडरी oophate और फिर मेटाफेज 2 में आकर अरेस्ट हो जाता है. मेटाफेज 2 यानी कि मेयोसिस 2 स्पर्म एंट्री होने के बाद बट बिफोर फर्टिलाइजेशन होता है फैलोपियन ट्यूब में. अब जोना पेल्फिडा को कौन बनाता है? तो सेकेंडरी oophate बनाता है. जोना पेल्फिडा है जो एसेलुलर होता है और ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन का बना होता है. एनसीईआरटी बर्थ पर प्राइमरी मान रहा है जबकि एक्चुअली प्राइमोडियल होता है. और यहाँ पर इसका दिखाया हुआ है डायग्रामेटिक सेक्शन व्यू ऑफ द ओवरी दिखाया हुआ है जिसमें हो गया ये कॉर्पस लुटियम और ब्लड वेसल्स है, फिर प्राइमरी फॉलिकल, टर्शरी फॉलिकल, ग्राफियन फॉलिकल. प्राइमरी से पहले जो पिरामिडल होता है उसका एनसीईआरटी ने जो नहीं दिया है फिर ओवम दिखाया. इसको असल में सेकेंडरी oophate लिखना चाहिए था लेकिन एनसीईआरटी ने इसको है जो ओवम लिख दिया है. अब यहाँ पर है सिमेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द स्पर्मेटोजेनेसिस एंड द oogenesis का दिखाया हुआ है. तो एट द प्यूबर्टी स्पर्मेटोगोनिया माइटोसिस डिफरेंशिएशन हुआ तो प्राइमरी स्पर्मेटोफाइट बना 2n जो कि होगा. फिर फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन उसमें होगा तो सेकेंडरी स्पर्मेटो बनाया जाएगा जो कि हैप्लॉइड होगा, n होगा. फिर सेकंड मियोटिक डिवीजन होगा तो स्पर्मेटिड बनेगा और स्पर्मेटिड का डिफरेंशिएशन से स्पर्मेटोजोआ बनेगा और ये स्पर्मेटिड का डिफरेंशिएशन है जो FSH कराएगा. फिर इधर है जो oogonia में माइटोसिस और डिफरेंशिएशन होगा तो प्राइमरी oophate बनेगा जो कि डिप्लॉयड होगा 2n. फिर फर्स्ट मियोटिक डिवीजन कंप्लीट प्रायर टू द ओवुलेशन तो इससे है बनेगा सेकेंडरी oophate. ये मेटाफेज 2 में अटका है. फिर ओवम बनेगा, उसके बाद फिर स्पर्म एंट्री के बाद है जो ओवम बनेगा और सेकंड पोलर बॉडी बनता है. इधर डिप्लोटिन में है जो अरेस्ट था और फर्स्ट पोलर बॉडी है जो बना है. फिर बात करते हैं मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल की. So the reproductive cycle in the female primates, that means monkey, apes and the human beings, is called as the menstrual cycle. The first menstruation begins at the puberty and is called as the menarche. In the human, female menstruation is repeated at an average interval of 28 to 29 days, and the cycle of the events starting from the one menstruation to the next one is called the menstrual cycle. One ovum is released ovulation during the middle of the each menstrual cycle. The major events of the menstrual cycle are shown in the figure 2.9. The cycle starts with the menstrual phase when menstrual flow occurs and it lasts for 3 to 5 days. The menstrual flow results due to the breakdown of the endometrial lining of the uterus and its blood vessel, which forms the liquid that comes out through the vagina. Menstruation only occurs if the released ovum is not fertilized. Lack of the menstruation may be indicative of the pregnancy. However, it may also be caused due to some other underlying cause like the stress, poor health, etc. The menstrual phase is followed by the follicular phase. During this phase, the primary follicle in the ovary grow to become the fully mature. Graafian follicle and simultaneously the endometrium of the uterus regenerate through the proliferation. These changes in the ovary and the uterus are induced by the change in the level of the pituitary and the ovarian hormone. The secretion of the gonadotropin, LH and FSH increase gradually during the follicular phase and stimulates the follicular development as well as the secretion of the estrogen by the growing follicle. Both LH and FSH attain a peak level in the middle of the cycle, 14th day. Rapid secretion of the LH leading to this maximum level during the mid-cycle called LH surge induces rupture of the Graafian follicle and thereby the release of the ovum ovulation. The ovulation ovulatory phase is followed by the luteal phase during which the remaining part of the Graafian follicle transforms as the corpus luteum. The corpus luteum secretes large amount of the progesterone which is essential for the maintenance of the endometrium. Such an endometrium necessary for the implantation of the fertilized ovum and other events of the pregnancy. During the pregnancy, all events of the menstrual cycle stop and there is no menstruation. In the absence of the fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates. This causes the disintegration of the endometrium leading to the menstruation, marking a new cycle. In human being, menstrual cycle switches around 50 years of the age, that is termed as the menopause. Cyclic menstruation is an indicator of the normal reproductive phase and extends between the menarche and the menopause. यहाँ पर है जो मायो मटेरियल है जो लिख देगा. फिर यहाँ पर आता है कि डायग्रामेटिक प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ द वेरियस इवेंट्स ड्यूरिंग द मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल। तो यहाँ पर आता है इनहिबिशन के कारण FSH कम हुआ है, फिर LH दिखाए हुए है। ये ऊपर में FSH है रेड वाला और ब्लू वाला है जो LH दिखाए हुए। फिर एस्ट्रोजन हो गया ब्लू वाला और रेड वाला प्रोजेस्टेरॉन, और ओवुलेशन हो रहा है 13-14 दिन के में। फिर मेंस्ट्रुएशन, फिर फॉलिकुलर फेज, प्रोलिफरेटिव फेज भी जिसको कहते हैं, फिर आता है ल्यूटियल फेज जिसको सेक्रेटरी फेज भी कहते हैं, और फिर आता है नेक्स्ट साइकिल बिगिन हो जाएगा। अब इसके बाद फिर आता है फर्टिलाइजेशन एंड द इम्प्लांटेशन। तो during the copulation coitus, semen is released by the penis into the vagina. In insemination, the motile sperm swims rapidly past through the cervix, enters into the uterus, and finally reaches the ampullary region of the fallopian tube. The ovum released by the ovary also transported to the ampullary region where the fertilization takes place. Fertilization can only occur if the ovum and the sperms are transported simultaneously to the ampullary region. This is the region why not all the copulation lead to the fertilization and the pregnancy. The process of the fusion of the sperm with an ovum is called the fertilization. During the fertilization, the sperm comes in contact with the zona pellucida layer of the ovum and induces the changes in the membrane that block the entry of the additional sperm. Thus, it ensures that only sperm can fertilize one ovum. The secretion of the acrosome helps the sperm enter the cytoplasm of the ovum after the zona pellucida and the plasma membrane. This induces the completion of the meiotic division of the secondary oocyte. The second meiotic division is also unequal and results in the formation of the second polar body and a haploid ovum oocyte. Soon the haploid nucleus of the sperm and that of the ovum fuse together to form a diploid zygote. One has to remember that the sex of the baby has been decided at this stage itself. Let us see how. As you know, the chromosome pattern in the human female is XX and that in the male is the XY. Therefore, all the haploid gametes ova produced by the female have the sex chromosome X, whereas in the male sperm the sex chromosome could be either X or Y. Hence, 50% of the sperm carry the X chromosome while the other 50% carry the Y chromosome. After fusion of the male and the female gamete, the zygote would carry the XX or the XY depending on whether the sperm carrying the X or the Y fertilize the ovum. The zygote carrying the XX would develop into a female baby and the XY would form male. That is why scientifically it is correct to say that the sex of the baby is determined by the father and not by the mother. The mitotic division starts when zygote moves through the stomach of the oviduct called a cleavage towards the uterus and forms those 4 articular daughter cells called the blastomeres. The embryo with 8 to 16 blastomere is called the morula. The morula continues to divide and transform into the blastocysts as it moves further into the uterus. The blastomere in the blastocysts are arranged into an outer layer called the trophoblast and an inner group of the cells attached to the trophoblast called the inner mass cell. The trophoblast layer then gets attached to the endometrium and the inner ball mass gets differentiated to the embryo. After attachment, the uterine cells divide rapidly and covers the blastocyst. As a result, the blastocysts become embedded in the endometrium of the uterus. This is called implantation and it leads to the pregnancy. अब यहाँ पर दिखाए हुए है ट्रांसपोर्ट ऑफ द ओवम, फर्टिलाइजेशन एंड द पैसेज ऑफ द एम्ब्रो गोइंग थ्रू द फ्लोपियन ट्यूब। तो यह यहाँ पर दिखाया हुआ है मोरूला, फिर ब्लास्टोसिस्ट का इम्प्लांटेशन दिखाया हुआ है और ब्लास्टोसिस्ट है जो दिखाया हुआ है। फिर यहाँ पर ये दिया हुआ है ओवम surrounded by the few sperms. इसमें हो गया स्पेस बिटवीन द सेकेंडरी oocyte एंड द जोना पेलोफिडा, पेरीविटलाइन स्पेस, ओवम दिखाया हुआ है स्पर्म, जोना पेलोफिडा, फिर सेल्स ऑफ द कोरोना रेडिएटा। अब नेक्स्ट इसके बाद फिर आता है प्रेगनेंसी एंड द एम्ब्रॉनिक डेवलपमेंट। तो इसमें एनसीईआरटी कहता है कि आफ्टर इम्प्लांटेशन फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शन appear on the trophoblast called the chronic villi which are surrounded by the uterine tissue and the maternal blood. The chronic villi with the uterine tissue become interdigited with each other and jointly form a structure and a functional unit between the developing embryo fetus and the maternal body called the placenta. The placenta facilitates the supply of the oxygen and nutrients to the embryo and also removal of the carbon dioxide and the excretory waste material produced by the embryo. The placenta is connected to the embryo through the umbilical cord which helps in the transport of the substance to and from the embryo. Placenta also acts as the endocrine tissue and produces the several hormones like the human chronic gonadotropin (HCG), human placental lactose and HPL, estrogen, progesterone, etc. In the later phase of the pregnancy, a hormone called the reaction is also secreted by the ovary. Let us remember that HCG, HPL and reaction are produced in the woman only during the pregnancy. In addition, during the pregnancy, the levels of the other hormones like the estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc. increase several folds in the maternal blood. Increased production of these hormones is essential for the supporting the fetal growth, metabolic change in the mother and the maintenance of the pregnancy. Immediately after the implantation, the inner cell mass embryo differentiate into an outer layer called ectoderm and the inner layer called endoderm. A mesoderm soon appears between the ectoderm and the endoderm. These three layers give rise to the all tissue organs in the adults. It needs to be mentioned here that the inner cell must contain certain cell called the stem cell, which have the potential to give rise to the tissue and the organ. What are the major features of the embryonic development at the various months of the pregnancy? The human pregnancy lasts 9 months. Do you know for how many months pregnancy lasts in the dog, elephant, cats? Find out in the human beings after 1 month of the pregnancy, the embryo heart is formed. The first sign of the growing fetus may be notified by listening to the heart sound carefully through the stethoscope. By the end of the second month of the pregnancy, the fetus develops limbs and the digits. By the end of the 12 weeks of trimester, most of the major organ system are formed. For example, the limbs and external genital organs are well developed. The first movement of the fetus and the appearance of the hair on the head are usually observed during the 5th month. By the end of about 24 weeks, end of the second trimester, the body covered with the fine hair, eyelids separate, and the eyelashes are formed. By the end of the 9th month of the pregnancy, the fetus is fully developed and is ready for the delivery. फिर यहाँ पर दिया द ह्यूमन fetus with the uterus, इसमें आ गया प्लेसेंटल भिलाई, कैविटी ऑफ द यूटेरस, योक सैक, एम्ब्रो दिखाया हुआ है, फिर अम्बिकल कॉर्ड बिटवीन ब्यूफल और प्लग ऑफ द म्यूकस इन द सर्विक्स दिखाया हुआ है. स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शनल है तो स्ट्रक्चर और फंक्शनल दोनों ही है, ये इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है. 1 मंथ में 4 वीक है जो होते हैं. अब बात करते हैं पार्चुरेशन एंड द लैक्टेशन की. तो द एवरेज ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द ह्यूमन प्रेगनेंसी अबाउट 9 months, which is called the gestation period. Vigorous contraction of the uterus at the end of the pregnancy called the expulsion, delivery of the fetus. This process of the delivery of the fetus childbirth is called the parturition. Parturition is induced by the complex neuroendocrine mechanism. The signals for the parturition originate from the fully developed fetus and the placenta, which induce the mild uterine contraction called the fetal ejection reflex. This triggers the release of the oxytocin from the maternal pituitary. Oxytocin acts on the uterine muscle and causes stronger uterine contraction, which in turn stimulates the further secretion of the oxytocin. The stimulatory reflex between the uterine contraction and the oxytocin secretion continues, resulting in a stronger and a stronger contraction. This leads to the expulsion of the baby out of the uterus through the birth canal. Parturition. Soon after the infant is delivered, the placenta is expelled out of the uterus. What do you think the doctors inject to induce the delivery? The mammary glands of the female undergo the differentiation during the pregnancy and starts producing milk towards the end of the pregnancy by the process called lactation. This helps the mother in feeding the newborn. The milk produced during the initial few days of the lactation is called a colostrum, which contains a several antibody. Absolutely essential to develop the resistance for the newborn baby. Breastfeeding during the initial period of the infant growth is recommended by the doctors of bringing up a healthy baby. IgA several antibody मतलब IgA होता है यहाँ पर. इनहिबिन खाली है जी FSH को इनहिबिट करता है. फिर आता है कि ह्यूमन्स आर सेक्सुअली रिप्रोड्यूसिंग एंड बिहेव पैरफ. द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम इज कंपोज्ड ऑफ ए पेयर ऑफ द टेस्टिस, द मेल सेक्स एक्सरी डक्ट्स एंड द एक्सेसरी ग्लैंड्स एंड एक्सटर्नल जेनिटेलिया. Each testis has about 250 compartments called the testicular lobules, and each lobule contains 1 to 3 highly coiled seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubule is lined inside by the spermatogonia and the Sertoli cells. The spermatogonia undergo the meiotic division leading to the sperm formation, while the Sertoli cell provide nutrition to the dividing germ cell. The Leydig cell outside the seminiferous tubules synthesize and secrete the testicular hormones called the androgen. The male external genitalia is called the penis. The female reproductive system consists of a pair of the ovaries, a pair of the oviducts, uterus, vagina, external genitalia, and the pair of the mammary gland. The ovary produce the female gamete, ovum, and some steroid hormones, ovarian hormones. Ovarian follicle in the different stage of the development are embedded in the stroma. The oviduct, uterus, and the vagina are female accessory duct. The uterus has the 3 layers, namely the premetrium, myometrium, and the endometrium. The female external genitalia includes the mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, hymen, and the clitoris. The mammary glands are one of the female secondary sexual characteristics. फिर कहता है कि spermatogenesis result in the formation of the sperm that are transported by the male sex accessory duct. A normal human sperm is composed of a head, neck, middle piece, and a tail. The process of the formation of the mature sperm female gametes is called the oogenesis. The reproductive cycle of the female primate is called the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle starts only after attaining the sexual maturity, puberty. During the ovulation, only one ovum will lead per menstrual cycle. The cyclical change in the ovary and the uterus during the menstrual cycle are induced by the change in the levels of the pituitary and the ovarian hormones. After coitus, sperms are transported to the ampulla, where the sperms fertilize the ovum, leading to the formation of a diploid zygote. The presence of the X or Y chromosome in the sperm determines the sex of the embryo. The zygote undergo repeated meiotic division to form a blastocyst, which is implanted in the uterus, resulting in the pregnancy. After 9 months of the pregnancy, the fully developed fetus is ready for the delivery. The process of the childbirth is called the parturition, which is induced by a complex endocrine mechanism involving cortisol, estrogen, and the oxytocin. Mammary glands differentiate during the pregnancy and secrete milk after the childbirth. The newborn baby is fed milk by the mother lactation during the initial few months of the growth.